Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is October 12th. It's Wednesday, 2:05 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. Okay, this is a bit of a later one today, but that's all right. It's been a bit of a flat day, but there definitely has been some action. So, BitcoinDailyView.com, do check it out. It's got a buy me a coffee thing and even little links here for crypto. If you want to help the show out, it does help. Anyway, also, blockchain education. Definitely check out the infomercial about it, and there's my affiliate link. Come join the team. We all learn to trade together. We follow the methodology that I use here on the Bitcoin Daily View, and it's a great team to be a part of. So come and join if you want to get super good at trading. Even if you're not a crypto trader, you can learn the methodology. Hey, trade some crypto anyway. So come be a part of the team. Check it out. Also, that's good enough. Go to the page. Bunch of cool affiliate links and such, but also the indicators that I used, etc., in the video. So, a little bit of news today. This is the worst run for dip buyers since Greenspan unleashed the Fed put. Here's the deal. To summarize the article, don't buy the dip. Here's the thing. We tend to, oh, look, it dumped, buy the dip. Oh, look, it dumped, buy the dip. And that is something you see in crypto quite a lot, but also traditional markets. People will say it's at its 52-week low. It's got to come up now. You can keep buying the dip, but if something goes down, if it dumps a bit every little bit on the way down for 2 years, you're out of luck. I mean, really, there's so many people who are sitting on 80-90%, losses on crypto coins. Will they probably get their money back? Will they actually will money be made? Will there be a bull run? Hopefully. But the thing is, people end up sitting on great big losses just because either you're going to sell it, take the loss, or you're going to let it sit. And crypto moons like crazy. I mean, you could simply put a limit order in and sell it at break order at break even. You never know, you might catch a wick or something like that. But the thing is, don't just keep buying the dip. Not financial advice, of course, but just saying Bitcoin's been going down for quite a while, as you can see, and people, they've been buying the dip. And there's so many YouTubers that will say, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. Well, if you buy the dip for 2 years on a downtrend, on a bear market, what are you actually achieving? You're kind of like, you're buy the confirmed uptrend, or if you're a shorter, buy the confirmed downtrend on whatever time frame you're trading. But the whole idea of buying the dip, that dumbass trading methodology has bankrupted too many people. So this is a bad run for people who are buying the dip because the market has been plummeting for quite a while, and everybody thinks, oh man, it's hit the bottom. It hasn't hit the bottom until it's a confirmed uptrend. You know what I'm saying? If anything, we have right now a confirmed downtrend. So let's rock through things. Looking at FinViz here, I think the market's closed now. Yeah, it is. The market was kind of sideways. The Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, especially the S&P for dealing with Bitcoin. It opened, got a little bit hot for a while. It was in the green, but not very much. You can see how it closed right here. The S&P 500, really a mixed day. It was not too happening, not too beautiful. Then a bit of a dump at the end of the day, which I see the larger indexes did also. So the other larger indexes did also. So basically kind of a flaccid sideways day with a little bit of green, but mostly boom, kind of a dump. At the end, it dumps. So anyway, not a great day in the market. That was not too inspirational. So it didn't really make for a lot of movement in the crypto market, although there certainly was some movement. Looking at the DXY today, let's see. Really a indecisive day here. Are we seeing a reversal towards the downside maybe with this doji here in the DXY? Maybe we are. We'll find out. It didn't pump, which would have wrecked the markets completely. It didn't exactly dump either, which would have pumped the markets. So it just kind of made it indecisive. It was an indecisive day. So I think that definitely was part of what maybe slowed crypto down a bit. And the markets also. Unfortunately, right now with the DXY so accelerated, like, here's the dip you would buy, right? If you were not to like belabor that stupid ass post, well, that information, that zero hedge article, but these are all logical dips you might buy with a stop loss, maybe even here too, but probably not. But like this one, that one, bottom of the channel, those are really solid buys. There you go. Now, I mean, but if you look at the S&P 500 here, like improper dip buys would be like here, because really, what do you think's going to happen next? Most likely, probably something that looks a lot like this. Rank, rank, rank. And if you want to buy those dips, I mean, go ahead. But myself, I'm more into the confirmed uptrend. So with that said, um, here's the deal. S&P 500 today was a red candle. Definitely, you can see, a pretty glorious downtrend here. So the S&P 500 on the daily chart is absolutely kind of a sad thing. So S&P 500 daily chart, as you can see, boom, that's definitely a pretty strong downtrend we've got there on the daily. So, which of course corresponds to, darn it, sorry about that. Which corresponds to this pumping DXY, pumping dollar strength index. You get a dumping S&P 500. Oil, which should be cranking and was last couple of days, has been dumping. Maybe we'll get a 20 WMA bounce here. Could be. Anyway, looking at US Tech 100, it's been dumping pretty hard last couple of days. It was a red candle today. Gold, slight green candle today. And silver a red candle once again. Gold and silver below all important moving averages for them on the daily. So gold and silver definitely not happening. And this is like where I'm saying this article about this was the worst year for dip buyers. I just think we're in a different scary time for buying dips because like really, is this a dip you really want to buy? For gold and silver, this was. But really until you got a confirmed uptrend around, here, did you really know? And then it wasn't that great. So just don't try too hard to buy the dip or even reversals, unless you really get a confirmation based on whatever timeline and criteria that you've used. Because I've actually just, since I talked to a lot of people who are trading, I see it where people are just getting wrecked for the whole idea of buying the dip. When you're in a bull market, sure, buy the dip, but if you're in a bear market, not so good of an idea if you're a long trader. 4.9 billion in trading volume today, not that much, better than 3 billion, which is kind of like our minimum to make anything happen. So I like seeing that the average is around 5 billion on a good day or more. Recently, we're kind of out of the 3 billions. That's where we were at a couple weeks ago. So volume is slowly increasing on the daily. For Bitcoin, that's explicitly looking at all the big exchanges. They're even in the red all day. A little bit of green here and there, but for the most part, volume is trending down, and it has been all day. And then, of course, on Binance derivatives, 26 billion. You need at least 50 for the market to be awake. So definitely, there's no spot trading volume on pairs. It's all spot trading pairs on the big exchanges, just not happening. And like I say, Bitcoin trading volume, it's not bad for now. I mean, 3 billion was good a couple weeks ago. I mean, sometimes we even said a couple of days ago where we were below 3 billion. So anyway, I shouldn't belabor it, but basically, not a bad average, not a bad volume on a day when not much is happening for Bitcoin. So, stuff's happening. Looking at the top 100 and Bitcoin coming in at 19,154. Not bad. Seeing up 19,000, I like seeing that. Top 100, what's really going on? Well, Hedera or HBAR up 8%. Hobie, HT, up like 23%. Wow, that's awesome. Celsius Network up 17%. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to mention why I think Celsius is not dead. Let's take a look at that, the Celsius Network, and also Terra, basically Luna, up 14%. So definitely kind of a flat day for Bitcoin. Not a very inspirational market for the big traditional indexes. Commodities not looking that hot. Pretty darn flat, but even flat does give the alts, many alts a chance to really run. It's all about catching those, it's just harder. So looking at longs versus short sentiment, 71% long, 28% short for Bitcoin on Binance, and then for Ethereum on Binance, 65% long, 34% short. So definitely a long bias for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, looking at Bitcoin today, here's something I noticed, which is looking kind of good. This makes me happy. Looking at Bitcoin on the 45-minute chart, you can see where definitely we've been look at a 4-hour chart here. What is that? Oh, sorry about that. As you can see, for our chart, we did dump way back on like the 13th of September, and we've only been just ranging sideways since then. I kind of consider this, and I won't draw it all out. I mean, I don't want to waste everybody's time, but as I see it, this is kind of a nice whale range right here. There's whales just playing this. You know, they love this. It's a great way to accumulate. They're gonna sell these little. They're gonna skim these little tops right here. They're gonna sell that. They're gonna buy these little wick bottoms. They know what they're doing. So that's the trick, is to think like them and make the money that they make. Okay, so if we go to a daily here on this chart, yeah, I do believe you can. Do I have a Fibonacci sequence? I do. Okay, so looking at a daily, which we've looked at many times in the past. There's when we visited the 3Ks back in March of 2020. That's where this fib sequence starts, and really we are riding here in accumulation zone, in my opinion. I mean, you could actually take this and you can make it bigger, and you can go like this. You could almost say, like, all of this has kind of been a nice little range for the whales to be accumulating. So that's the 786 fib level. That is a great place to bounce from, and it makes sense. So I mean, if a person was like a mega long person and not trying to, I mean, I know I just said don't buy the dip, but we do have some serious sideways action here. If the person was kind of crazy, this wouldn't be a bad spot to be accumulating for an individual, and just have your stop down here below the 786, because if we go below there, then we're probably, it's not a good day. Maybe we're going to go visit the 3Ks again. So, but really, this is a pretty inspirational chart, in my opinion. The 618 golden pocket has the 200 moving average sitting right in it. This all sticks very, very well. I will take I'm going to copy a link to this chart image real quick. I'll put that in live chat, and y'all can check that out if you want, but I think this has value. So let's look at some other stuff. Let's go back to the 45-minute chart with the coal indicators. Let me just note, I saw some alts doing pretty good today. So let's check those out. PivX BTC. This is the thing. Even oh crap, did I just delete that? I did, didn't I? Sorry. PivX BTC. Yeah, it's a good spot to do it. So look at this one here. What PivX did. This thing's a machine. So that's the thing. Even though the market and Bitcoin was kind of sideways today, even that's enough to let them all start to really crank. I mean, if we were to do a little forecast, that was like 30 or 40% in 9 hours. That's insane. So it's got some good indicators here. I mean, definitely some huge volume came in and pushed this thing up. But now it's below the 200 moving average and a 314, all in rather quickly too, within 2 or 3 candles. So it gets a blue diamond merit badge, and basically it might just find and keep support on the 314 moving average here. A cool thing to do here is like throw out a fib sequence on this. Where's it coming down to, like a 382 bounce, a .5 bounce? That's where the 200 moving average is. I like to see it come down actually to the .5, and then maybe keep a move from there. But it might move off the 382. If we look at the binary candles, the stochastic RSI is showing that we're kind of in the right spot for we sold off enough. The directional index is still in the green, although it's trailing a little bit. I might watch for the squeeze indicator to get another upwards candle and the directional index to turn positive again. ADX is on the right spot. Also, see if we see any more of these big volume spikes come in. Definitely, this is exciting. So just because you get a huge run like this, if it does like retrace a little bit, like it's doing, and it kind of fits the fib reality here, it doesn't mean it couldn't be a continuation. We're kind of sitting right there in the 382, and these indicators are not really giving up. I like what I see here with the our stochastic RSI. When I see that tangent turn up, I might very well hop in this thing and just put a stop in right here at the .5 fib level, 1264 sats. Definitely something I could see happening. ENS has been kicking ass. Where's ENS? ENS versus USDT. That's how I've been playing it. Its indicators are great. Green directional index, green squeeze indicator. SMU binary candles not quite blue yet, but in general, we got a little bit of volume coming in. 45-minute chart here. Broke above the 200 moving average. This is cool. It was ranging between the 200 and the 314. Broke above the 200. Nice positive indicators. Like the way that looks. Definitely, this one could continue. Trade at your own risk. Not financial advice, of course. I'm just showing you what's kind of happening today. It's kind of a low, even though you get some massive moves and you get alts that kind of get in a better place. This is kind of after a lot of scouring, and also some of these coins are ones that were mentioned in the trade chat for Bitcoin for blockchain education, and also ones that I have found. So kind of scouring to find good coins. This is a hard time to trade right now, and it's the end of the day when things trail off a little bit also. So these things also something that would be a good move. Just a suggestion is watch these tonight and see how they start performing tomorrow morning, and also see how the market opens tomorrow morning. If you feel like you can get in with some green between now and the morning or early in the morning as things start moving, and get a trailing take profit, or or put a limit order in to a limit sell in to protect yourself in case it starts dumping. Trade at your own risk. But right now the market's kind of, we've sort of had our, market money shot like right here, and now we're doing this sideways action, the whatever you want to call it. Lun C is kind of exciting today. Where's that? I will not make you wait while I look for it. Lun C versus USDT. It's kind of exciting, I think. Let me chart that on. Everything charts best on Binance for some reason. I think it's because they have all the volume. No, I thought it was exciting, but it's not. Lun C versus USDT. Nah, that's not that great. XRP. Where's my XRP? XRP versus BTC. Yeah, okay. I've been kind of charting this one for a while. Bonk. So, looking at a fib level on this thing. Let's go to a 4-hour chart here. I think we need to see this more clearly. Yeah, going to this when we started running back on like the 13th of September. It's kind of hanging out right here at the 236 fib level. I mean, it's nice that it's moving up. I kind of like that, but this is a hard one. I know I was liking this one, but I'm starting not to like it too much. I mean, it's kind of hard. You could maybe be a little bit sloppy with an upwards channel like that. Maybe it's at the bottom, but I don't really like. Nah, forget it. This one, I'm gonna just nix that. I'm not very excited about that. CTK BTC. Let me just add it. Let's see. CTK BTC. Like that it's on Binance. Another one was CVX. Sorry. CVX BTC. Let's look at these two. That's exciting. Do a 4-hour chart. As you can see, no, I don't like that one either. These ones I looked at earlier, and I kind of liked how they were doing. I'll give it a maybe. It's nice. This one here, CVX versus BTC. On the 45-minute chart, I like it. In the 4-hour chart, maybe so. It's moving up. Kind of a little challenge going there. Broke above the 200 moving average from the 314. It's been holding it. Nice upwards move. I wait for a visit to the bottom of the RSI cave here. I'm sorry, bottom of that channel that it kind of has. Indicators in general not looking that bad. I'd give this one a little bit of time. Let's see what it's going to do. I really think it's most likely if this one continues, we're going to see a bounce off here. Bonk. That's when I'd be getting into it right here. I'd buy that dip with a stop right under that channel. CVX BTC. Oh, this one caught my eye today because this spike it had. It's a 45-minute chart. Had this crazy wick. Look at that. But that kind of got my attention. So this is nice. If we look at this beautiful upwards channel that it's had, be a little bit creative the way I draw the channel. Why not? Go like this. And I'm not going to include that because that's just, although you kind of could, because that would make these higher highs. Let's do that for fun for a sec. So what I like here is you've got this, There's like a higher high, crazy higher high, but this would be a lower high. But if you didn't count that one, it's just interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. It's well above the 200 moving average. It's been staying above the 200 moving average, which is the white moving average right here on the 45-minute chart. In general, I kind of like it. Let's look at a 4-hour chart. How's that look? Yeah, 4-hour chart's above the 200 moving average also. Damn it. Sorry about that. It's a nice, strong-looking chart. But right now it's trailing off, as you can see. So I'm not quite into it right yet. I'm going to watch this thing. There we go. Indicators don't look that bad, but you can see the squeeze indicators beginning to loosen up a little bit. The binary candles are chilling out. KRI is dropping. ADX is starting to trend down. Maybe you can see the directional index is still green, but it's been trending down for a while. So let's let this guy cool off a little bit, and we'll see. I'd wait for this thing to kind of complete the, like I say, I run back at the bottom of this channel here. Let's just remove that crazy thing there. And, you could, let's just see what happens. I mean, I kind of have like a high, then a higher high. Well, then these kind of invalidate that, but you got a higher high here. You have, it's not extremely exciting, but it has this beautiful long gradual run. And the thing is, if you were to get in, like, let's say it does this and bounces off the mid-range, or, it goes, all the way down and then bounces off. I mean, you could always get your, that's a great deal. I mean, I would love to get in this one and just get it in profit and just keep moving a limit order up, a limit sell, because this guy could. I mean, what if it just did the same thing? I mean, if we look at the, like since October, Monday, the 3rd of October, where is it sitting right now? It's sitting at 23%. I mean, it could easily do that again in as many days. So that's like 8 days. You got 20% easy. You know what I mean? Most people probably would have sold, along the way. Probably people would sell like around, probably at the bottom of the channel here when the Madrid ribbons all turned red, but if you didn't, you'd be up. So anyway, guys, and that would have been a logical bounce spot if you think about it. Can I reverse myself here? Boom. So if we look, I mean, like right here is the bottom of the channel. That would have been a fine spot since you're already up to have a limit order just sitting right there, limit sell, in case it goes below the channel, which of course didn't exactly exist yet. So maybe that kind of invalidates that. You could put it at the bottom of the 200 moving average right there. Anyway, sorry to just kind of ramble. Let's look real quick. Is anything else looking good? Pond. No. QNT. Let's look at things in the green. Well, QNT versus BTC. I think it's really been running. Let me chart that on Binance where you can see it better. Yeah, I'd wait till this thing actually gets out of this funk that it's in here. It needs to break past these previous highs and start moving. So QNT is not too exciting. QLC, no. Let's look at the green ones here. SNT, BTC. Once again, you got a massive run up. This one kind of excited me a while ago. And check it out. You've got this. Well, so you can kind of see on the 4-hour chart an upwards channel here, and it broke it, it lost it. But look at that, it just broke it. It just got back into it, and it's above the 200 moving average. And I kind of like when that happens. Looking at the 4-hour indicators here, it's definitely turning up. It's not looking too bad. So if we go to a 45-minute chart here, look at things a little bit more specifically. Yeah, I mean, a very interesting play would be. It's above the 200 moving average. It's kind of back in that upwards channel that it had. If it actually makes a move off the these indicators look good, but they are trailing right now. It's kind of losing some of its velocity there. But if it was to start making a bounce off the bottom of this channel, and the indicators were turning back up, that definitely could be a play. So just saying, one to watch. Anybody else got some real movements? Okay, LUNC USDT. It made a move up today, but it's not really going anywhere. Other than that, I'll leave it at that. ENS USDT, This one kind of excites me. I like that it had a strong uptrend, in a nice upwards trend, and then kind of got sideways, uptrend, sideways, dump, up again, break over the 200 moving average. Indicators are looking good. Kind of like my trade of the day is probably ENS, to be honest with you, because especially if we look at that from, it's been on a gradual uptrend for quite a while. I mean, you can see it if we kind of zoom out a little bit. Let's look at a 4-hour chart here, especially, and you can see where. I mean, you can see its direction, basically, And could I do it? Could I do a? Oh, you know what? You can just get a little bit crazy here, and I could even do like this. Could actually do a parallel channel. I know this is a little bit risque here, but let's incorporate like some of the wicks here, and go up. Yeah, there you go. Not a bad play. Let's see if it bounces off the mid-range on the 4-hour chart. Looks like it might, Anyway, since I did mention in the video title, why I think Celsius Network might not be dead. And here's the thing. So we have a 40. Let's look at a daily chart. The thing is the Cell token is what Celsius uses to kind of function, and yeah, it definitely was not doing too well for a while, as you can see. I mean, it's been a downtrend for a while, ever since you could arguably say like April of 2021. It's kind of sideways and up and down, but on the daily chart you can see it's been cruising. It's been under the 200 moving average, but here on the daily chart, it's a big deal. Back on August of middle of August 2022, it had a nice run, broke above the 200 moving average. It came back down, but it's not really dead yet. I mean, we're seeing this run here is very curious, between like the August 7th, it's like August 25th. We had a run up. It gave a lot back, but still, I say why I think Celsius is still around is I think that this is just wild, super high octane speculation, okay? But why I think it's still around and why I think we're going to see somebody buy it and it kind of return to business as usual is I really think that, I mean, look at the Cell token versus USD. It's still at over $1. It's $1. It's 1.01, or if I round it up, 1.02 of $1. How could it be worth anything? I think if Celsius was truly gone and dead and over, I don't think the Cell token would have any value. I think we'd be looking at something that was like in the it would be like a few pennies. I don't think if it was worth anything. So it's still above $1. And again, instead of continuing this downtrend, it did make a serious run. Something happened there, and then it gave a lot back. That's fine, kind of to be expected. But what kind of like insider trading shit was this? You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money. That's a lot. A lot happened there. Allegedly, insider trading shit. Okay, allegedly. But if I was to look at that, suddenly this thing goes up 309% in 18 days. After, I do believe that is when it would have declared, that's after bankruptcy, I think. Now, that doesn't happen. So it gave a lot back, but that's fine. Somebody was probably making money off that short, if you still can. I'm not even sure how that would work. You can still trade. I know on exchanges that have it, you can still buy and sell the Cell token. So it just run up, it dumped, sure. Look at this recently. It made another push back on the September 15th. And then September, it had a crazy wick. So what's going on there? You know what I mean? Who had limit orders that were selling on the way up there? You know what I mean? And so now it's trending down. But this is not really a bad daily chart. I mean, we're kind of looking at a, let's see if it moves up from this previous support. It looks like it's beginning to. So if we go to like a 4-hour, let me try that. If I can make this crazy new indicator I've been playing with. This is one that the blockchain education crew has been looking at. Yeah, see? Let me delete all my stuff. Remove one drawing. Yep, it even sees that as a possible buy zone. This is an indicator, customizable pivot support resistance zones. I'll talk about that in a future episode, but it does kind of find buy and sell areas, zones. And look at that. It actually sees this as a buy zone right there because it's returning to previous support. Let's see what happens. And if we do look at a 45-minute chart for immediate price action, check this out. We had a strong run just recently. Let's look at this here. So it started on this morning. It wicked all the way up to like 23%, body of the candle down around 18%, and now it gave a little bit back. That's to be expected. I mean, that's quite the Lambo explosion there, and now it's running again. It's got a green. This diamond means all green Madrid ribbons, and just search for Madrid over at Bitcoin Daily View. You'll see it there. Now we're getting ready to challenge this 200 moving average on a 45-minute chart. How's the 4-hour chart look? Yeah, 45 still away. The 200 moving average is still ways away there. But 45 for immediate price action. That's rather interesting. I think it is, at least. So I'm going to put an alert in for sell crossing value, 200 moving average. I'm just kind of watching it because I did have a little bit. I lost a little bit in the sell when the sell network dumped, went bankrupt. And if I lost it, I lost it. It's the way it goes. It was a hedged bet, as they say, the money that I had in there. But still, a lot of people lost big. And the thing is, we're beginning to see an upwards movement here on the this is short time frame, but like I say, I just don't think this token will have any value. Like, we don't know what the insiders know. Like, we don't know, and I think that run up we had of 300%, that was somebody was making money. Something was going on there. So we're seeing this thing begin to perform again. I have no idea why it would be doing this at all. Like, why would it do that? Why would it be doing like this move back here on the daily, up so many, up how many percent again for a projection here? Like up, yeah, what, in 34 days it goes up 429%. Yeah, somebody, that would have been a sweet ass trade right there, and you can, so there's something going on. Somebody, if you ask me, somehow money's being made to cover those what they have in their the crypto that is still there. Because if you have a Celsius account, you can go and you can look and you can see, of course, your crypto is still there. You just can't get it. So I think to make the money to provide that once again was probably some serious insider trading right here. Allegedly, just saying, somebody was making some money, and then they probably made money on this dump. So anyway, and as we can see, this crazy indicator, I'll go back into it. I'll talk about it in a future video. The customizable pivot support resistance zones, very, very cool indicator. I'll link to it over at Bitcoin Daily View. Just not today. It's been a long day already, but it's showing a possible buy zone because it's hitting previous support. Let's see what happens. It's moving up. What if we got, I'm just mentioning, watch this thing, because what if we got another run, another 300% run? Could certainly happen. And I want to make back some of my money, which I have confidence we're going to actually get back. I think they'll get bought. It'll get all worked out. It'll be back online. I just think it will. And I'm not being overly optimistic. I just truly think it will. That's what I see. One of the reasons that I say that is the token still has a value, and how could it possibly, a bankrupt company, be running up like that? 300% in a month? No, there's some plans in action. This is all, of course, high octane speculation. It's all alleged, not financial advice, but I think Celsius network is still around. This on the daily chart, you wouldn't see a fight like this. You wouldn't see moves up like we're seeing here. And you wouldn't see any value still existing at all anyway if Celsius was dead, if basically they were going to be bankrupt, close the doors, and just forget it. You don't get your money back. I don't think you'd see any action like this. So with that said, I'm glad you're here, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. For every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, a piece of shit globalist cries, and that's a good thing. And sorry this was so long, but I like to cover a few things. I'll always try to make these faster. My dream is to cover this all in like 5 minutes. So we'll see if that ever comes true. I'm sure it would make y'all happy. So take care.